What's up, everybody? This is DVSRV's Red Right Hand Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the NECA store exclusive 10-inch Bride of Chucky, Chucky. Now, before I start showing off the packaging and opening the figure and stuff, I want to say, yeah, I know I said I was not going to buy anything from the NECA store anymore because of the way they've been dealing with their customers lately. But this purchase predates those rant videos and stuff. This purchase I think I purchased this in like September, maybe September, October, around there. So this is one of the things that I made a video on that I was waiting for. So NECA finally came through on something. Still waiting on my last Ronin, but they finally came through on something. Now this figure comes in the Good Guy box, which is what the Good Guy dolls that the Chucky figure, possesses come in. But I want to point out a couple things about this. So it has the burns, like the burn marks from I'm guessing it's from when the toy store burned down in the first one or something. But he never had this look in the first one. In the first one, he was just, the Good Guy doll. Then he was brought to life. But the stitching and stuff came up later. So this is the Bride of Chucky version. They just kind of they adapted a Good Guy box to it, and kind of NECA did their own spin on it. But I want to point out a couple things on this box that I noticed. Now, obviously the Good Guy boxes have on the side, which is always cool about the Good Guy boxes, is that they always had the characters on the side. So in the movies, when you had the doll, you can buy accessory packs for it or anything. Like, it could be anything. Like, it could be a construction worker. It comes with that hammer that from an infamous scene in part 1. So you can buy packs for it. It could be a construction worker. He can be a firefighter. And then you turn on this side, he can be a cowboy. He can be a soldier. He can be a doctor. He can be a baseball player. But the thing I noticed about this, I don't know if I missed something or if it's like a misprint or something, but I think this doctor is supposed to be on this side right here, right? If I remember correctly. I have a Trick or Treat Studios Good Guy doll, but I have it so far up on a shelf and I have stuff around it so I can't really see the side. But from what I remember, I think there was 3 characters right here, and then there was 3 right here. But I think one of them's supposed to be on the other side. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the packaging is. I'm sure it's not an error. I'm sure it was done on purpose. Maybe it is an error, maybe it wasn't done on purpose, but maybe it was. Who knows? But anyway, still looks cool. And then obviously the back has the classic Good Guy doll. He wants you for a best friend. Let him share your secrets. Then it has the footprints. I always wanted to get some shoes like that, I grew up with this movie, so I like everything about it. I grew up with this franchise and stuff, so, I'm an 80s kid, so, that was my era. Anything 80s, love those movies. But yeah, so we'll take a look at this thing right now. Okay, now here he is out of the package, and I already could see this thing is going to be awesome. This was, like I said earlier, this was a NECA store exclusive. If you did not get this, I have a feeling people are going to be trying to get this now, because this figure is cool. I know they did like a real life scale figure of this, and I'm not saying this isn't an exact like scaled down version, but it's pretty cool. But it's like pretty much almost is, because it has all the same articulation that a regular doll has. Because I have a Trick or Treat Studios one, like I said earlier, and it pretty much has the same kind of articulation that one does. It's not gonna have like the craziest articulation, because it's supposed to be like it's a figure, but it feels more like a doll. Like if you collect Living Dead dolls, or if you have a Living Dead doll, my wife collects Living Dead dolls and stuff, so she has a bunch. So that's pretty much the articulation that it has, that a Mezco Living Dead doll has. I don't want to move the arms too much up, because I'm afraid, I don't know about the fabric and the cloth stuff, but yeah, it has like, I won't mess around with articulating too much, but I'll talk more about the other stuff. So it has the soft goods. Obviously it has like the corduroy overalls that he's known to have, but they're all dirtied up, and he has a cut because he's obviously been through hell. He has stitching right here, and Tiffany puts them back together. The back, he has the cool shirt with the hair. The hair looks cool. The only thing is, I thought the hair would have been better if they would have done like the actual like hair and stuff, but they had to go with the plastic. Obviously, like, it probably would have, this figure probably would have been way more expensive. You know, having trouble talking today. But this figure probably would have been a little bit more expensive if they would have went with the rooted hair or something like that, like the actual Good Guy dolls have. But look at the eyes, man. Look at that detail. Like, this figure, like, if you didn't get this figure, like, you need to get it before prices go up, because I have a feeling once people start getting these, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna regret not pre-ordering it. But look at that. Just like the detail on the stitching right here, the buttons, the Good Guy, you know, has right here. Look, it's ripped right there. The hands have the hands turn. It has a little bit of stitching right there. This one's just a clean hand. It has the cool shoes. You see, it has the designs on the bottom. You know, put some flour and stuff and walk on the counter with these. And it has the underneath. Like, it'd be cool if they do like if NECA does something with the licensing. So I don't know if they can do like original actual like Good Guy dolls, but it'd be cool if they did like a line of like actual Good Guy dolls, not possessed, not alive, like in this size. Be cool, you know, because to have a bunch of them lying around, you know, not a lot of people have a lot of space. So yeah, so this thing's cool. It's like a 10-inch. I don't think NECA's ever done something like this. You know, they've done they do action figures mostly. That's what they're known for. But like, this is called an action figure, but I consider it more of a doll. So yeah, this thing's cool. Now these are a few of other NECA releases and stuff. So here we have this is what this is supposed to be based on, but just smaller scale. This is like a 1/12 scale. Bride of Chucky. Chucky is supposed to be the Chucky from the original. His knife just fell down. I don't know where it went. But it's supposed to be a Chucky from the first one, Possessed. And it's supposed to be the pizza face Chucky from part 3, but I kind of mixed it up a little bit. I gave him the knife hand from part 2. And then I put the pizza face from when he gets his face slashed from that Grim Reaper Scythe crazy ride in part 3. And then here is my accidental custom of the bald Chucky from the Chucky TV show. When I say accidental custom, is I didn't really try to do like this. And look at this head, man. It's all warped. Like this one, like the hair just completely just fell off. And this was like the first release of Chucky from NECA. And it was cool for its time, but you know, like I said, the hair like literally started falling off as soon as you pull it out of the package. So maybe that's why they don't want to do hair on these little figures anymore. And then I also have the, like, in the Good Guy box, like just a Good Guy doll figure where he's like not possessed and is just a good guy. Like I was saying earlier, I have a actual life-size Good Guy doll, but I have it up on a shelf. And I just don't want to get it down. It's just going to be too much of a hassle to pull all these things because I have all these things around it. So, yeah, so those are some of the comparisons to some of the other figures that have come out. Like I said, it's labeled as a figure, but it's more of like a doll to me. I think it's like the same sizes of a Living Dead doll. And I like that they're doing this. They have the like I was thinking, like they have the Puppet Master license. It'd be cool to get a Tiffany first. I know I'm jumping all over the place right now. It'd be cool to get a Tiffany. It'd be cool to get this in a Good Guy doll, just to have him look like a Good Guy doll, not possessed. It'd be cool to have him look possessed, but not with all the stitches. And then it'd also be cool to get, you know, Glenn, you know, the Tiffany and Chucky's kid. And then also they have the Puppet Master license, so it'd be cool to get some puppets. I don't know if something about, you know, maybe a full moon, you know, maybe they're not allowed to do that because maybe they're only allowed to make little action figures. But if they were to do like Puppet Master figures in this scale, and then just the way that NECA sculptors are able to sculpt, like NECA has like some of the best sculptors ever. Like their behind the scenes department, like when it comes to their website and everybody who runs that, yeah, they all suck. But like the actual people that make these figures, that make these things happen, those guys are geniuses. Anything they make looks great. So if they did like a line of Puppet Masters, that'd be awesome. You know, they have other lines with killer dolls. You know, if they did, you know, Sam from Trick or Treat, or if they did you know, like what's that one from The Conjuring? I already forgot. Is it Annabelle? Yeah, they did Annabelle. They did a bunch of, yeah, you know, they have like the Billy from Puppet from the Saw franchise. You know, that'd be cool. So yeah, I like this. I like this line. Hopefully, this is the first of a bunch of, you know, like dolls like this. Like I was saying earlier, I love this franchise. I remember I'm from the 80s. I remember when the first time I saw this movie, when my dad took me to the video store, and he showed me the cover of Child's Play 1, and I remember I was freaking out. I'm like, what the heck is that? That thing is scary. He's right there on the cover holding the knife. I was like, I don't want to watch that, but my parents were like hardcore into scary movies when I was little. So I think that's what got me into scary movies, because, you know, love Jason, love Chucky, Michael Myers, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface. I love all that stuff now. So, you know, I know at the time I was scared, but, you know, thanks to them, you know, I'm into horror stuff and slashers and stuff. So, yeah. So now, like I was saying earlier, if you're a big Chucky fan, you got to get this. He's pretty limited in articulation, but I mean, this is a good piece. Like, there's people that don't have space in their collection for, you know, to have. I've seen people with some crazy Chucky collections where they have like every single doll that any company's ever produced. And but there's people, you know, like me, I don't have a whole lot of space in my collection room. I do have a lot of stuff, but, you know, I'm kind of cramming things here and there, you know, until maybe I get a bigger collection room. But like for right now, like if they did, like I said earlier, a whole line of this size, that'd be awesome, you know. So yeah, if you you definitely need to get this. Like I said earlier, it was a NECA store exclusive. I don't know if they have any available now. I haven't looked at that website. I'm not buying from them anymore. But if you want this, it's a NECA store exclusive. You know, maybe you want to check it out, or maybe you want to go on eBay. Maybe you know somebody that has it. But I think it was $80, $70 to $80. I think it was when this came out. And so yeah, you know, I think I like it. I give it a, you know, 9 out of 10. The articulation suffers. It really has no elbow articulation, and that's pretty much just, you know, it's pretty much almost like a 5-point articulation if you add, and then you add the wrist articulation and stuff. But the sculpt, where it is the sculpt, man. This thing looks like it's right out of the movie. Now I kind of want to buy the actual size one, but those things are like $500, so they're not cheap. And if you buy Chucky, then you got to buy Tiffany, and then you got to track down a Glenn from another company. I don't know if NECA has a Glenn, but I think Trick or Treat Studios did a Glenn, so now you want to track that down. So it's like, yeah, it could be really expensive hobby when you're collecting Chucky stuff. But yeah, this is Devious RVs, Red Right Hand Reviews, and this was the NECA store exclusive Bride of Chucky 10-inch figure cloth, whatever you want to call it. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, you know, click a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and you know, peace.